They came with fake badges, real threats, and a clipboard claiming my land now belonged to Karen's husband. I hadn't even finished my coffee when she told me I had 30 minutes to leave or get arrested. One of the so-called officers was wearing a badge on a hoodie. That's when I knew this wasn't just some HOA squabble. This was war. Name's Hank Douglas. I'm 53, retired firefighter, and I live on a patch of dirt my daddy spent his whole life tending just outside of Waverly, Texas. It ain't big, but it's mine. My family's carved memories into every tree, every fence post, and every inch of soil on this land. I raise horses, grow vegetables, and mind my own business. Most days, I don't even see another soul, except when I donate to the church or stop by the feed store. Life was quiet. Then, she moved in. Lisa Montgomery, Karen in spirit spite and signature sunglasses. She lived 4 streets down in one of those glossy HOA subdivisions they slap together like Legos for grown-ups. I wasn't part of their HOA, never have been. My land was here long before their first house broke ground. But Lisa didn't care. She decided my barn was unsightly, said my horses were a biohazard, even told me once my shirtless truck washing was visual pollution. I told her, "Ma'am, the only thing offended here is common sense." That didn't sit well. Her husband, Derek Montgomery, now he was the snake. Real estate developer with a grin that said, "I already own what you think is yours." He showed up one day in a navy blazer and loafers, offered me $500,000 for the whole place. I laughed. He bumped it to $750. I didn't blink. Told him, "My mom's buried under that hill. My name's carved into the treehouse. You could offer me $1 million, and I'd still say no." That's when something behind his eyes shifted. 2 weeks later, the nonsense began. It started with trash, bags dumped at my gate. Then fake HOA fines. Then one morning, I found a notice taped to my barn. Evictions scheduled. All fake. All signed by a fictional compliance officer. I went to the county. They laughed it off. But I didn't. I knew Derek and Lisa weren't just bitter. They were plotting something bigger. Fast forward to last Tuesday morning. I'm out on the porch, coffee in hand, chickens pecking the gravel, when I hear banging at the front gate. I stroll over barefoot and see Lisa in what looked like a courtroom outfit, clutching a pile of papers like she was about to prosecute me on Judge Judy. Behind her were 2 guys dressed like cops, if cops wore mismatched boots and fake radios. One had a badge duct-taped to his hoodie. The other was wearing sunglasses at 7 a.m. Lisa yelled, "You're in violation of HOA Code 41B. You've been evicted. My husband needs this land." I squinted. "Evicted from my own ranch?" She snarled. "We filed the transfer. The registry's been updated. You're squatting." That's when one of her clowns stepped forward, hand near what I think was a toy holster. I set my coffee down and said one word. "Leave." He reached for his fake badge. "We have orders to remove you." And that's when the gate behind them creaked open and headlights lit him up from behind. They turned around slow. Out stepped my neighbor, Travis Kane. Quiet fella, Army vet, runs a private security company. He wore his vest, body cam already rolling, voice steady. "You're trespassing. You're impersonating officers. You've got 10 seconds. Lisa blinked. "Who is this?" Travis pulled his badge. Certified in 3 counties. The fake cops froze. "We should go," one muttered. But Lisa screamed, "Don't move, he's bluffing." Next thing they know, The sheriff's cruiser skids into the gravel. Out steps Sheriff Amos, built like an oak tree and wearing that. I'm too old for this crap look. He took one glance and said, "Face down, now." Lisa lost it. "You can't arrest me. My husband's connected." Yeah, so connected he was nowhere to be found. All three were cuffed. But Lisa, sitting in the dirt, started to sob, whispering, "Derek told me it would work. He said it was legal." That's when it hit me. She was just the front. The real hand-pulling strings hadn't even shown up yet. Later that day, an official-looking envelope lands on my doorstep. Civil lawsuit. Derek suing me for $2 million for trespassing on HOA land and emotional distress. $2 million. From me. I'm the one they tried to evict with Halloween cops. Next morning, I'm heading out to the stables, and there it is. A moving truck parked by my fence. Derek standing there like he owns the place, clipboard in hand. 4 goons behind him dressed like they moonlight for a biker gang. On the side of the truck, "Property transfer in progress. Choland Acquisitions." He says, "Morning, Hank. Today's the day." I reply, "What day?" He points to the land. "The day we start clearing for development. My contractors are ready." I laugh, not because it's funny, but because it's so insane. "Touch that fence and I'll bury you under it." He smirks. "That deed of yours? Already filed over. My lawyer submitted it yesterday." I pull out my phone. "Good. Say that again on camera." He tries to swipe the phone. I pull back. Just then, tires screech. Sirens. Sheriff Amos again, but this time with the FBI. Real Estate Fraud Division. Agents in black vests. Agent Wilkins walks up. Graying hair, voice like cold gravel. "Mr. Montgomery, we traced your last 3 filings. 2 are fraudulent. 1 notarized by a man who's been dead 5 years. Derek's mouth opened, then closed. Then he collapsed like a folding chair. But before they haul him off, he shouts, "You think this ends with me? I wasn't working alone." And I believed him. Later that night, someone sets fire to my barn. Horses were safe, thank God. But the whole thing went up in smoke. Sheriff finds accelerant. Arson. We pull security footage. Who do we see? Clay Patterson, a clerk from the county office. HOA board member. Friend of Derek's. And then another twist. Karen. Sorry. Lisa. Shows up again. But this time, she's alone. No makeup, no smug face. Just tears and a manila folder. "This is everything," she says. "The plans, the bribes, the fake signatures. You're not the only one. They were coming for 20 other homes." She hands me the master list. Names circled in red. Shell companies. Donations to local campaigns. HOA bylaws rewritten in secret. And Derek? He's just one of the lieutenants. Then headlights, fast and furious, blaze up the drive. Lisa gasps, "They followed me." 2 men jump out of a black Jeep, flashlights in hand, guns at their hip. I grab Lisa, and we dive behind the tractor shed. Jordan flicks on a silent alarm from his end. All we need is 3 minutes. I toss a horseshoe to fake a sound and scream, "Run!" Lisa takes the path behind the chicken coop. Gunshots crack the air. Deputy Ray arrives just in time. Sheriff Amos tackles one of them himself. The other gets pinned. Lisa's safe. She turns state witness, names everyone. Senator Clark Denton, one of Derek's donors, gets exposed when I leak audio of him offering me $750,000 to shut up. Local news blasts it. HOA offices get raided across 3 counties. It's bigger than we thought. A land scam targeting veterans, farmers, and widows across Texas. Then, just as things settle, A letter slides under my door. No return address. Inside, a single black card. Gold embossed. Monarch Holdings, Inc. and underneath, power respects power. No threats, no demands, just a reminder that the real battle, the one in the shadows, had only just begun. And all I could think was, so who's really pulling the strings?